Begin. Start. Go. Cast eye, commit, kill. Now is the time. Here I am complaining about them not being ready. I'm also not ready. Yeah. That's okay. I'm good at doing this. So it's going to be a set themes, MCR, ICE, and EU. Done. Okay.
I think that is the fastest I have ever seen MTD move in that ship.
Oop. Got myself some keybind confusion. There we go. We're good.
Lots of long-range fire streaking across the map from ice. A little bit of return fire out of Squishy on Meowny Man as they look like they're about to enter brawling range over the bottom zone here. Get our first exchange of fire.
Scudopolis jumping into his team zone. Squishy chasing down Man. He just has the hunters on that thing.
Yep, just pushing him off the cap there.
Yeah, this is a fight Man's going to lose if he stays here, but it looks like he has no intention of doing that. So Ice have the grid advantage and the cap advantage. They have 4 grids flying around, 2 of which are just little sniper ships that seem to be intended to harass and capture, while MCR have gone quite a bit heavier with 1 less player. Scudopolis taking some fire through his shields. Those are shield pen weapons. Let's not forget. Just a little bit of damage. It is long range, but it is working. Odin's eyes slamming into Squishy. Squishy running away, realizing he's out of position.
So see, normally in this matchup, I would actually say that MCR has the loadout advantage. But if they don't start moving forward and taking out one of the ships on Ice's side now, this long-range fire is just going to slowly rout them.
They definitely don't have the advantage.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Squishy and MTD should be fast enough to corner one of these smaller grids.
They would be if Squishy wasn't missing a huge chunk of his ship from fire getting in through his shields finally.
Yeah.
It's a very dangerous grid to be waving something unshielded in front of. The whole team, actually. Let's not forget the Space Engineer's rotational desync. So you will see some long-range shots missing that did in fact hit. That's not because of client-side prediction, that's just because of netcode. Oh, those are 2 good hits onto Squid.
Start
1,
moving
2.
in and engaging Gwynblade. Looks like.
Gwynblade, unshielded, unprotected,
Yep, very small grid.
unarmored.
Very light.
Run, buddy, run. Here comes the MCRNs. Oh, beautiful shots. Could have been better placed if he tried knocking out the aft end of the ship completely. Those looked pretty.
Yeah, they did. Squishy probably overcommitting here. He's taking some heavy damage. He's already hurt, and he has no shields.
Oh, no. This might be the
fly.
perfect position for him to be in to shut down Gwynblade for sure. As the extra reloads of those MCRN torpedoes. You get 6 reloads, 12 total. Only fires 2 at a time, though. If you're bringing point defense, they're relatively easy to deal with, but Gwynblade chose not to. Or maybe his team chose for him. Looks like Gwyn has been abandoned by the rest of ICE.
He's got backup fire coming from Carthago off in the distance, but it looks like Squidopolis is fighting MTD and Tibbs with more backup fire from the Omni-Man, who's keeping a distance, forcing Tibbs and MTD to fight the tank.
The tank is being shot. Warning. You are shooting the tank. Granted, MTD and Tibbs are both tanks in comparison to the rest of ICE's team.
Absolutely.
Here comes some MCRM torpedoes and Mammons. Good quarter of Squidopolis has been eroded, but the majority of his weapons appear to be located around the center section, center of mass. Tabir is trying to get around the side to expose one of his flanks to MTD, who is opening up with that long-range fire. Omni-Man capturing his own, or just hanging out in one. Just waiting for the shots to reload and connect, reload and connect. Which is fine.
Squishy is limping what's left of his grid back to the fight to help with Squidopolis.
I don't know if it was a good trade, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world for Squishy to almost sacrifice the rest of his integrity to knock down Gwyn, give MCR the advantage they need in long-range fire and attrition. So if Squidopolis goes down, I'm not sure if ICE have an answer for that.
That's true. If Squidopolis is made combat ineffective, I don't think the rest of their goods are going to have the firepower to do anything. They are fast enough that they can keep running around and capping and possibly be annoying that way.
This has turned into a turret match between Squid and Tibbs. Tibbs still rolling with shields, full forward shunt. Squishy backing him up on the side. Oh, never mind. I hope that wasn't important. It almost looked for a second like he did that on purpose. Like he went up and ground a bit off. Guess we'll need to know after the fight.
MTD putting pressure on Omni-Man.
MTD
fire off of Tibbs.
has captured his own. Squid realizing they're going to lose their advantage in captured zones. Yep, there it is. And he's just now sailing in. Oh, there's Tibbs jumping in close as he can to continue to burn him down. Oof. MTD taking a lot of fire from that long-range sniper grid down on the bottom of the map. Huge chunk of his ship just gone. Doesn't care. They need Squid dead.
Yep.
Turn off the sphere
MTD's
visual.
ship is brick-like enough that it can take a lot of fire before going down.
It's a battle with the bricks. Now, if it was just Squid and MTD, I might say Squid has it, but Tibbs is just there chewing into the belly the vulnerable section of Squidopolis.
Yeah, and we already know how hard to kill the Cordal is.
Has the Cordal even been damaged?
No.
Basically unscathed.
98%.
Squishy rolling with 9% integrity. Let's go see what the Carthago ad hoc Delenda S is up to. Oh, is this doing the same thing it's doing to Squishy? Or he changed his name, but the server doesn't agree with the name tags. Oh, jeez. I looked away for a second, and yet more MTD has disappeared. Oh!
Yep, he's taking big hits to his underside.
Oh, he's rotating. Not sure if that's a good idea. Well, you guys wanted to see just a knockdown, drag-out, beatdown. Here it is. Both teams just pounding on each other. It's a CIC of Squidopoulos. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to deal with losing that. That looks important.
I think most of Squidopoulos' weapons are now inoperative.
Still has some Odin eyes that are kind of waving around, incapable of aiming, as just outside of their firing axis. It looks like they've gone dead stick. Might not have the power for them. 4.5 gigawatts. He should still have enough. He might be out of the cockpit trying to weld.
Yeah.
Oh, he still has a blink drive, and he's in the cockpit still. He's still mobile. He's still going. He's still trying. Not rotating at all, though. Wonder if his gyros are inop and he does not have steering set up on his thrusters.
GD doing his best to, cap another zone. Still taking that long-range fire.
Oh, MTV has gone red. He has gone red.
Yeah.
Broken apart by long-range sniper fire. That is the first time in a long time I've seen a dedicated sniper actually make a meaningful contribution to a match like this. All right. MCR now at a disadvantage in tickets and players, very much so, outnumbered. And Squishy's finally gone red. MCR down to 80 tickets and falling. Tibbs needs to make a move now.
He's deciding, I think, to try to red out Squidopoulos, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to pull that off in time.
If I were him, I might be making a run over to that remaining capture zone.
Yep, that's what I'd be thinking about doing as well.
Ice might turn this around.
Yep, it looks like they are going to just barely squeeze this one in as Man captures the zone in the background.
Oof. God, that sniper ship doing great work.
15 seconds to victory for Ice.
10,
10
9,
seconds.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. MCR is out of tickets. We're done. Game. Ice victory on tickets. And almost outright as well. I'm tempted to let this keep crawling just to see how they do. Wow.
I mean, they would eventually win this, I believe, because Tiberius has no return fire answer. Like, he's got some long range fire, but not enough.
Wow. Squidopoulos builds a tough grid.